Hello, my name is Ashley Vavrock. This is my healthcare issue video. In my interview, the biggest issue that the stockholder that I interviewed was about the COVID-19 pandemic and how everything has changed in the healthcare industry with this. So as you can see, what was the issue? It was the COVID-19 pandemic, and it's lasted over 2 years, and it's still going on at my clinic at MedExpress Urgent Care. Here and there, weekly, we still have some positive tests, and we're just hoping that there's not going to be a new outbreak or a new strand. We did not expect in the healthcare field that we would have a pandemic like this, although we are prepared. Every single day, policies are changing in the procedures, and we are keeping up with it. However, it's hard to keep up with this, but we are doing it as a team. My manager, Patty Payne, she is a great role model, and I hope one day to be like her. She has kept 2 clinics together. She manages 2 separate clinics. They're about 5 minutes apart. We're both pretty busy. However, with this pandemic, she has had to take in a lot in her 20 years of being a manager or being in the medical field. She hasn't experienced anything like this. But she says, as our team, as we work together, we all are working together with this and through it, and we'll get through it together. And we have. It's just really challenging. So to keep up with the policies and procedures, every single day she's getting an email and she's printing it out. She's putting it in a text message, like a group text message. We have a GroupMe chat that, she keeps us updated and everything together for us. So, it's hard, but we are getting through it. And then, the other procedures that we've had to take was wearing all the PPE, the N95s, just everything, just every little thing. We had, the PPE gown tied in the back. We had to change it between every single patient. It was crazy. It was really crazy. However, now everything has slowed down, and everything, to me, I finally feel that it's getting back to normal. And as I discussed in my interview with her, she feels as if it's getting back to normal too. So that is a big relief. Next, the Iron Triangle is a really good example of how the cost and the access and the quality in the COVID-19 pandemic, how we can use that. The cost and things have gone up. Getting things, on back order, it's very difficult, as Patty discussed, and it's hard to, manage 2 clinics and get everything together. There was some days that we were waiting on, certain injections, and, we mostly give steroid injections, and it's not life or death with those, but it is scary that we were running out of, certain things, and we would get orders in, and the manufacturer would be somebody totally different. We're like, what is this? Is this our steroid? It went from this manufacturer to this manufacturer in a different colored label. It's like, they were just kind of getting supplies from everywhere, clear down to the mask. The mask at one point in time, we're like, you know, we were double masking, we were putting our mask, our N95s in like brown paper bags or plastic Ziploc bags, and we were reusing those just because of the cost. We were all scared of what would happen if, we use up all of our money, to get these. And then access in COVID-19, it was hard to access a lot of things. Things were running slow. The labs, they were getting so many COVID tests at the lab. We use LabCorp, so, and then it was just hard to get our results in a timely fashion. They were taking 2 to 4 days. And of course, our patients were very upset about this. And then our quality, the quality of giving those results back in a timely fashion were very hard. So it was just very hard to keep all of this together and then make everybody happy. So this iron triangle example, it is very, it only has those 3 key parts, but it's a very nice thing to, go off of here for the COVID-19 pandemic. So an example of the cost, telehealth visits. Well, that was, okay, that's great for everybody because it's more accessible. People didn't have to leave their homes, but the visits that were in office were, maybe more expensive. I know that we lost some money because of the telehealth visits in clinic. As a clinic, we did lose some money. But telehealth visits, I like that, have access to those, that our patients did, just because of the patients that were, not wanting to be exposed to this virus. I mean, we still test people every day. So they are in the clinic. However, they do stay out in their car. Every patient still stays out in their car. And then once we're ready for them, they do come in. We were seeing people out in the parking lot swabbing them, and then they were leaving, and then we were calling with the results. But it's not great, and a great way of doing business. So we now bring them in. But yeah, the telehealth is more accessible. However, we don't do home visits. The telehealth is the extended, that we do at MedExpress. However, there are some urgent cares around us that were doing home visits, so we were losing our money because we weren't doing those home visits. So again, quality, it would be like a timely visit. At the clinic, the visits were taking a very long time because we were slammed with these COVID visits, and then we also, we had all of that PPE on, so the quality of the visit was very hard and to do it in a timely fashion. And then giving the proper treatment. So if there was a telehealth visit, I had read that there were some, not at MedExpress specifically, but I did some research that some things were being missed. Like say if somebody had, for example, a child had a breathing issue, they were just giving them antibiotics. Oh, you can try this, but then we don't know what your oxygen level is at home. We don't know what your blood pressure is. So timely visits, we're getting back to normal here. The quality is getting better. And then the next thing would be the access, patient experience, transportation. Again, telehealth does not meet its full potential. The patient experience is the biggest part of anything. You want your patient to experience a good quality and also have it cost efficient to them. And you want them to experience like, I really felt like I got taken care of. And it was hard during COVID. It was hard to give your patient your all because you're exhausted, you're wore out. So it was very hard. But then, we tried to do what we could to make the patients comfortable. How does COVID-19 affect healthcare management? Well, it was very stressful for management because policies and procedures were changing every single day. Patty was managing several clinics, which God bless her, because I don't know how she does it every single day, but she's been doing it for years. And then the back orders, like I said, on the medication or the gloves. I mean, I wear a size small gloves and I'm wearing extra large, and to do your actual job, it is very hard to do your job whenever you don't have the right equipment because everything's on back order. It was stressful. It was a very stressful time, COVID was. And it still is stressful, but like I said, we're getting used to it and it's slowing down a lot. So it really did affect management a lot. However, it affected all of us. And then my personal experience, I really just believe that there was many difficult changes, trying to keep up with everything, trying to keep everything together. It was challenging, but our team is great and really works together. So that was really nice. And then we had money issues at first. We're starting to get a little bit better. However, we did have a really big decrease of patients at first, and then this affects our hours of operation. We cut down our hours. We're there 8 to 8, but, it's just, so we are happy that everything's getting back to normal, and COVID-19 was an experience. So thank you for watching.